2016. I went to Big Stuff with the youth group at that time, and I felt, the conviction from being in an environment like that, feeling God's presence every day for, a good amount of days. But I definitely feel like this time around, it's definitely more real because I didn't go to any conference. Things have been happening in my life that have genuinely pushed me towards this decision and to follow God more. So I think this time around, it's 100% genuine. Back then, it was kind of like I wanted to follow the pack or follow what my friends were doing, and I was going through so much personal turmoil, and it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. Like I had to fall to the floor and be at the bottom to realize what God wanted to do with my life. Last year in 2022, multiple things in my life had caused me to go through depression, which I was pretty good at hiding, but I was living in a way that I didn't like. I know God didn't like it. I was just very confused, a lot of personal turmoil, and all of last year was just a mess for me. It wasn't that long ago. It was only about, 3 weeks ago where it was that day where I felt so much conviction, like my heart felt heavy, and I felt like there's nothing else I could do. Like I didn't want to go back to who I was, and I just kept saying, I'm sorry, God, please forgive me, and I want to follow you like for the rest of my life. Ever since I got here years ago, Mauri, I could always tell from day one, he was very invested in me and my relationship with God. Recently, of course, it's been Isa, my girlfriend. Like every day with her is a gift from God because she really is a light to my path. Every day I grow closer to God because she encourages that in me, and I'm so grateful for that, really. I'm getting baptized because I finally felt like it's time. Like before, I kept thinking about it, but I was wishy-washy with my relationship with God, but now it's more real than it's ever been, and I just want to show him that I'm serious. Like I'm ready to follow him for the rest of my life. So I'd like to thank first and foremost Mauricio Torres for, since day one, always caring about me and my relationship with God and being kind of like a mentor all these years to me and always being available. Next, I'd like to thank the Gutierrez family. Again, I've known them for so many years, and no matter what, they've always had open arms and open ear, and seeing them every day, you learn a lot about the love of God. Their family is pretty much the definition of that. So I'm grateful for them every single day. And I'd like to specifically thank Camilo. I met Camilo in middle school, and I had no idea about what a real relationship with God was. I knew who God was, but I didn't have that knowledge. And when I was 14, 15, his family and him one day asked me, hey, go to youth group with us, and I was like, okay. And from then, I can't imagine how different my life would be if I never found this church. If Milo never introduced me to all you beautiful people, and really they were a blessing in my life since the beginning. And of course, I want to thank my beautiful girlfriend Isa. These past few years, I don't know where I'd be without her light in my life. And I want to publicly declare that I love Jesus, and I want to follow him for the rest of my life.